to yet another game at the Gray. Tonight we have, is it round 3?
Round 3 of the state playoffs for
Yep.
soccer.
Got Pine Lake here at their home field, the Gray, taking on CSD. Pine Lake seed, 9, I believe, and then CSD seed 16.
Seat 8, I will
Seed
correct
8.
you there.
Okay.
And big storyline coming into this game is the same exact matchup occurred last season, round
Yep.
3 of playoffs, Pine Lake versus Community School of Davidson. And they came in with the same records of CSD winning both the regular season matchups in the hot rivalry. But last year, it was the Pride, who had lost their 2 previous meetings against the Spartans, who moved on and eventually won the 1A state championship. So, could we be seeing a repeat, or will the script be flipped?
You gotta hope to be seeing a repeat of last year. If you're a fan of the Pride, and due to this game being broadcasted on NFHA, we are completely impartial in tonight's game. So, if you're a fan of the Pride, I'm sure you'd love to see the script stay on track as if it were last year once more. But if you're a fan of CSD, you want to see things change, and you want to see Spartans come away out of an away game. Nice little drive, 30-minute drive here or I would say 15-minute drive from Davidson over here, and pick up a win. So it's really who you're cheering for. But I think both teams have the ability to come out on top.
Yeah, the close proximity has lent itself to a rivalry that's built over the last couple years, whether it be through really any sport. And we see a lot of hotly contested games, but a lot of close games nonetheless. And, it's always great action. And for the most part, it's always very respectful between the two sides. So really something you'd love to see here. And going into the matchup, there are some key players that we'd like to highlight. For the Pride, Griffin Nixdorf.
Yep.
He had 14 goals, 19 assists last year. He's continued his trend of getting points on the board for Pine Lake this year, and he's going to be the offensive leader for the Pride tonight. And then on the flip side, on the Spartan sideline, we have Lucas Carniero, who is a part-time player for the team. He bounces around between club soccer, football, and the CSD soccer team. But he has made a big impact in both matches against his fierce rivals in the Pride.
He's come in and knocked in some goals in both contests.
Yeah, he's had very crucial goals that have he's won both of the games for the Spartans in the 2 prior matchups this season.
Yep.
So he's going to be one to look out for. Both teams really well-rounded. I mean, you can't say that one has been bailed out by either their offense or defense. You don't see that in their goal differentials. They're both pretty even.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see how this pans out.
Something I'd be remiss without mentioning is the Pride in both matchups so far have been up at halftime.
Yes, that is
against CSD in both games.
That is true. So the Pride have, maybe been a first half team.
Yep.
Whether it be this season with even their 2 previous playoff games this year, a 4-0 win and a 1-0 win in round 1 and 2, both of which having goals scored, or at least the pressure mostly applied in the first half.
Yep.
So Pine Lake looking to maybe not gas out so early this time, as the captains are now going to go to the center circle for the coin toss.
Yep, one of those captains being Andrew Keekler, who unfortunately tore his ACL earlier in the season and received surgery a few weeks ago, and is well on his way, as you see him walking on his own 2 legs, to full recovery. So hopefully for spring club soccer, he might be back in action, but he'll be coaching from the sidelines tonight. And another few hundred players for the Pride. Bo Foxtran, also beginning of the season, tore his ACL, MCL, and patella tendon, and he's still not doing too.
He's on the road to recovery.
He's on the road to recovery. It was a gruesome injury, and I'm sure it's built some character in Bo to have sustained that kind of an injury at such a young age. Very unfortunate. And last one we're missing is Kyle McGowan, who in the first round of the state playoffs took a head to the head and shattered his left cheekbone. And starting lineups are going to be announced. And first are the Spartans. I forgot the goalie's name. There's Hogan Schrader.
Yeah, Hogan Schrader has played at a very high level for a long time.
How many of these players you know on CSD?
From Spartans, not sure how many I know. Probably 5 or 6, and then a lot of the Pride players. Labradorf there, number 7, a player I've played with before. CSD with a very strong lineup. Really, both teams have strong lineups from club and school soccer. So
I'd
yeah,
like to see a
nothing to
Pine
scoff at.
CSD super team. How good would that be?
That would be a force to be reckoned with. Number 16, Lucas Carnero now in the starting lineup.
Yeah, so coming into this matchup, Pine Lake, despite having the same record as CSD, thanks to their ridiculous strength of schedule this year, is ranked at number 4 in the state. So the Pride are, again, have played against some some stout competition, including one of the best private schools in the country earlier from Georgia, Huff, Lake Norman, Mooresville,
Some really formidable
Coxville,
sides.
South Iredell. So endless 4A matchups have been have the Pride have been pitted against, and it's the record's nothing to scoff at when you look at who they've played.
Yeah, so interestingly enough, some of the Pride and Spartans lineup have met earlier in the year, whether it be through club soccer or recreational play, and have played together before. So a lot of these guys very familiar with each other, and so they know how each other play at this point.
Yep.
Both sides know how the overall team will play, and most individuals know how the other individuals will play. So when you're this well versed with a team, it sometimes makes for a stalemate at the beginning, and occasionally there will be firepower and fireworks from the start. And we are back now after the playing of the national anthem, as both teams are going to huddle up and get their final little talk before they head into battle.
Yep.
Great turnout tonight, spectators-wise,
Yeah.
from both sidelines.
Yeah, look at them both.
Yeah,
Lots
CSD
of-
fans
lots of
packing in on
commentators.
the far side, and then on the side of the booth that we're in, we can see quite a few supporters for the Pride. So really great to see this this big turnout for the soccer games. Yeah, we have cheerleaders out here. We have Pine Lake's robotic team, Team Spork, out here with a T-shirt cannon to further amp up the crowd.
Before the game starts, we'd like to thank Mr. Nixdorf for the camera this game, because we would, it's the first time we've tapped into his line, the eagle eye, the eye in the sky. So you'll be getting some. Neither of us will have to control the camera this time, so there'll be no lags. You'll be able to see the whole time.
Yeah, in the past there's been some dodgy camera work from the two of us as we were engulfed in the action and worried about speaking over it. So now you won't have to worry about that. We're going to have our own dedicated cameraman right to the cause.
This is the same starting 11, or nearly identical, without McGowan in, because of he's got facial reconstructive surgery last week to heal his injuries he got in round 1. But this lineup is nearly identical, almost the same one we've seen all season. And I believe Colby Plattner is back tonight.
Yeah, I believe Colby Plattner, player for the Pine Lake Pride, is making his return to play. Suffered a fractured foot earlier in the season.
In like 2 months almost.
Yeah, it is. And so it'll be really exciting to see him back on the field, as now both sides are going to
no, he's not starting, though. He's on the sideline.
Take the pitch.
He might not be starting, but he's definitely suited up.
Yeah, Vuvuzuela is in the crowd, which is great to see, and causing a bit of laughter from the Pine Lake supporters section. Pine Lake breaking and hyped up as they are getting into formation to take this kickoff. It'll be CSD kicking off to start the game. They'll be going from right to left on your screen.
Up front, Pine Lake's got what looks like Jack Ramanada, Griffin Nixdorf, and Trevor Miller. And they've got Finnan, Heiss, and Stahlschmidt back. And then they've got Avcian, Foxtran, Garrett, and Bosey, man in the middle here.
Small little delay as the ref is telling the sideline players, the players on the bench, to cover up their jerseys with pennies or warm-up jackets. And with that said, we are about to get underway. And round 3, the state playoffs is underway as CSD is going to send the ball long down the field. Pine Lake wins the header. Pine Lake now trying to just get it out of their end, not concede anything early in this game. It's going to be out for a CSD throw-in.
No, remember the first time they met, yeah? Pine Lake went out to an early two-goal lead. Within the first 6 minutes, I believe, they were up 2-0.
Yeah, it was very, very quick strikes from Pine Lake, but CSD composed themselves again in the second half and were able to strike back. So now Pine Lake looks to send the ball along towards Nixdorf, who's going to flick it on for Ramanada, but he'll be beaten to the ball by a CSD defender. Defender evades a Pine Lake, and now CSD looking to establish a little bit of possession here in the back. Ball sent long, but won by Bosey. Bosey with the turnover. Avcian now recovers. Into Garrett, to Foxtran. Bosey again on it. Neither team really able to get more than a couple passes strung together, as they both look to be playing relatively direct tonight. Yep. Now it's only a minute and a half in, but
Finnan with some stout defense in the sideline wins Pine Lake the ball back.
It's been 1-2 pass and then send it long has already kind of been the way this game is shaping up to be, which is pretty common in the high school game. Bosey now going down the wing. Challenge put in by Carniero.
Bosey's down on the sideline, it looks like.
Yeah, a little slow to get up, but I think he'll be all right.
He'll shake it off. No way he wants to miss this matchup. He could have shattered his hip there. He'll get back up and play the rest of this game.
Yeah, I think in a game this important to all the players on the field, there's no doubt they're not going to want to come off the pitch. As Pine Lake now will throw the ball in. It's in towards Nixdorf. He'll hold up play and try and turn. Ball now given away towards CSD. He'll again try and send it long, but it's blocked. Carniero now sending the ball long, but there's no one there to receive.
Proper goal kick there. That was a 50-yard
Finnan now
bomb.
to chase, a man on his back. And he'll be
shoved
shoved and foul called on the Spartans. So it'll be a Pine Lake free kick from deep in their own area. Finnan's going to send that one up the field. But Carniero now intercepts. He'll play it off wide. Good move put on by Carniero, but Ramanada sticks his foot in and wins the ball back. Now, neither team here.
Yeah, nothing's given through 3 minutes in here.
No, neither team. They both look a little nervous, and they want to play very defensively to start off this game.
The first move here.
Yeah, no one wants to send those numbers forward to start and get caught out.
Good clean tackle by Heiss.
Wins the ball back, but as I said, they're only leaving one high right now, as they I think the name of the game for both teams is don't concede in this first 10 to 15 minute period, as they're looking to play very conservatively. Nixdorf now winning the ball back on the sideline, under pressure from a center back, and he'll clear the ball out of bounds for a Pine Lake throw-in.
That'll be the First little edge Pine Lake's gotten so far down inside down pretty close into pretty deep into CSD territory. And now another throw in by Michael Heiss.
Yeah, number 23,
We've
Michael
seen this
Heiss
one
with
before.
his signature long throw-ins.
About a 40-yard throw. Not even Pine Lake was ready for that one.
Yeah, it's been a real weapon for Pine Lake all year.
Led to many goals.
Yeah, countless goals. He's had so many assists off of those throw-ins or hockey assists as the ball maybe bounces down off the first header and the second's put into the goal. But as I said, very, very cautious. With Pine Lake leaving 4 back and CSD having nearly their entire team inside of the 18 on the throw-in.
That was a bit of a sorry throw in there.
Yeah, Heiss now gonna turn it and look to
give it back
play
to
his
goalie,
goalkeeper.
Brownwell. A
Brownwell
little
with
bit
the
of height on that, not so
clearance.
much distance.
Yeah, real moonshot there from Brownwell, but he is.
Stolchman will win it back.
Yeah, Stolchman bails him out there, and Pine Lake now slowing down the play. Is now Heiss sends it long towards Ramanata. Ramanata in on goal. He touches it around, and it's going to be a goal for Pine Lake.
Jack Ramanata.
5 minutes into the game.
Oh, offsides.
And
offsides.
No, it's a goal for
Offsides,
Pine
no.
Lake. Offsides has not been called.
Not been called.
5 minutes into the game, Pine Lake strikes first, and another early goal for Pine Lake in this hot contested rivalry.
The freshman phenom, Jack Ramanata, putting one in the first 5 minutes of the contest.
Yeah, I must say.
Off a bomb of a pass by Michael Heiss.
A bomb of a pass by Michael Heiss, but I must say, Labradorf, the center back for CSD, I don't think anyone told him there was an attacker coming on his left shoulder as he left the ball for his goalkeeper. He could have made a play on it.
There.
Yeah, it was really a communication error, but nonetheless a great finish from number 9, Jack Ramanata, who puts Pine Lake up early in this game. CSD now possessing the ball after the kickoff. As Miller puts on pressure. Nixdorf now with the ball. He looks to slip Ramanata through again. And Miller is taken down outside the box, but no foul is called.
Foul called there.
Pine Lake now winning the ball back again in CSD territory. Tackle put in. And foul called in Pine Lake's favor.
A nice spot for a free kick here.
Yeah, great spot as Griffin Nixdorf, the free kick specialist for Pine Lake, is going to be on this one. Good area to whip the ball into that back post area, especially with a right footer. CSD is going to have their entire team back to defend, which is a decision I like here. Odds are they're not going to break with 4 Pine Lake players back.
No.
So it's good defensively. Ball put in. Good ball. Headers won by CSD. They're going to look to hold up play a little bit. And Finnan now scrapping away on the sideline. And CSD is going to get the throw in here. Schrader now bounces back. Ramanata puts in a tackle, but CSD is going to retain possession. Carniero plays long. It's a great ball into the box.
Couldn't be corralled there by CSD. In stride at least.
CSD now still attacking. And Finnan.
Good defensive play made by Finnan to get the ball out of a dangerous area.
Great move put on by Stahlschmidt. Now the ball's in the corner. And it's going to be a Pine Lake throw-in.
He'll play it in short to Finnan. Oh, no, that's not funny. That was
Poor
Stahlschmidt's
pass
side.
goes to CSD. CSD now wide. A defender on him. Unable to turn, and they'll send it back up the field. Ramanata now winning it for Pine Lake. Nixdorf making a run in, and Labradorf defends well.
Good play by Labradorf there to keep the ball out of CSD territory.
Yeah, Labradorf had to get in front of that one. If he couldn't break that one up, it would have been Nixdorf in on goal, and a proficient scorer like him probably would have finished it.
You're just quiet. Keep going. Good job. You're doing great.
CSD now to throw. CSD is going to switch the point of attack here and shift that Pine Lake defense. Attacking now. Man on his back. Well done with the little turn to get out of pressure. CSD possessing very nicely right now as Schrader now picks up the ball in the midfield. Finnan now receives the missed pass from the Spartans. And Carnero now to challenge. Garrett with the ball to Avgian. Miller now. Schrader winning it well for CSD. A little bit of a kickball going on as the ball just...
Yeah, not touching the ground much.
Yeah, no one can really establish possession right now. Ball just bouncing back and forth between sides. As now CSD is going to look to make a break down the left side of the field. Heiss to defend. He'll win the ball back for the Pride. And it's now taken again by the Spartans.
No team can keep the ball in their possession for more than
can't
5 seconds.
Yeah, they
here.
can't string together even one to two passes. So this is really interesting. As now Labrador tries to slow down the play. Spartans picking up the ball. Carnero plays through, but pass just doesn't find its intended target, and it's going to be out for a Pine Lake goal kick.
Seems like eons of back and forth results in Pine Lake finally getting to slow it down a little bit. Get a goal kick into Michael Heiss.
We're only 9 minutes into this game, and there's already a lot of back and forth. And so if the game is going to start off this fast-paced, I'm very excited for what's in store as Carnero puts in a good challenge. And Ramanada wins the ball back, but he'll unintentionally take it out for a CSD throw-in. This game already moving very, very fast. Both teams putting on the pressure and trying to go straight to goal. So if we see another 70 more minutes of this, I think it's going to be a goal fest.
Might need some subs too.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of tired legs. So substitutes may play a really big role in this game.
Yep.
Now, if you are just tuning in, we are 10 minutes into this round 3 matchup between Pine Lake and CSD, and Pine Lake has gotten on the board early with a Jack Ramanada goal, so it is 1-0 for the Pride. Foxtra now plays wide to Stahlschmidt, who looks to Miller.
Miller can't control.
But he goes to win it
Tripped
back.
up. Good win by Foxtran.
Foxtra pressuring. CSD now sending the ball along.
That's something I've noticed with the midfielders, at least. After they make a couple good plays on defense and the ball keeps going back to the CSD, they keep chasing. After they get in that kind of groove that nothing can get past them, they go out of their position a little bit, move up 10 or 15 yards to try and keep the ball in their possession.
Yeah, they do. There's been a lot of high tempo and high pressure coming. And sometimes that works, but other times you can get caught out.
Yep.
As Heiss now with the throw-in. He'll look long towards Nixdorf. Be over Nixdorf's head towards Ramanada, who flicks it to Nixdorf. Nixdorf has a shot.
Nixdorf will go lefty, yeah.
On his unfavored left foot, it will
can't go left.
drift out of bounds. So it's going to be a Spartan goal kick here. Goal kick played short towards Labradorf. Into the midfield. Pine Lake now applying pressure, but he'll skate out of there. AJ Webb now will play the ball up for CSD. And Miller with good pressure there. Just a bit of miscommunication from Pine Lake, and the pass will roll out of bounds. Webb now picking up the ball. Looks to switch the play.
Miller pressures and forces out a long pass. Defended well by Bozy. Ramanada couldn't win the header. Maybe a little bit of a height advantage there.
Yeah, a little bit of a height advantage there for Carnero over Ramanada. Carnero now playing long, and Brownwell will come to collect. Pine Lake goalkeeper quickly off his line to stop the threat, and he'll bowl it out towards number 23, Michael Heiss. Stahlschmidt now with the ball. He looks long towards Nixdorf.
Long to Nixdorf. And
over Webb's head.
Great
Labradorf
pass
to defend.
there by Stahlschmidt.
Nixdorf now taking on two defenders, having a shot, but it's deflected, and it'll roll harmlessly to the Spartan goalkeeper. Pine Lake.
Another shot on goal as Foxtran comes all the way out from midfield.
Yeah, Pine Lake having the both teams getting into offensive zones, but Pine Lake have been making the most of it and getting their shots off as much as they can, whether they be on target or not. Webb now taking the ball up past half. Schrader looks to flick on, but it's not to anyone. Now Nixdorf in. He's got a runner on the left side of the field with Ramanada. Labrador to defend. Nixdorf with a shot, but it's a slow one off the left foot. And it'll be back to the Spartan goalkeeper. Pine Lake really applying the pressure.
Every break Pine Lake has gotten, I've seen so far, has come off of a long kick from Michael Heiss.
Yeah, it's been Pine Lake will win the ball back, and immediately when they win the ball back, they flip a switch, and it's Nixdorf and Ramanada making vertical runs up the field to to put pressure on that CSD back line and kind of
Mhm.
stretch them. And as they stretch
Yep.
them, CSD hasn't been able to cope with those balls over the top.
I've
So
been
it's
very impressed by those long passes.
yeah,
there.
it's working very well.
Both
CSD just
Stahlschmidt and Heiss are making their presence felt from defense on offense, like translating to and fro. Very
Yeah.
impressive.
and so this is very similar to how CSD has come out in at least the first matchup
Yep.
of these two sides, which was here at the Gray, with CSD having a shaky start but eventually picking up, as now CSD crosses with no runners in the box. It'll be found, and a penalty kick has been called.
PK
Heiss
in the
taking
box.
down a runner as he came into the box. It was a bit of a collision between multiple players, but the ref has deemed that a penalty kick, so it's going to be quite the opportunity for Carneiro to convert from the spot.
Bromwell has saved a couple of these, but it's always a tough ask for a goalie to save a PK.
Yeah, the shooter is always favored in a penalty kick situation. It'll be a star player of the Spartans, as you could call him, Lucas Carneiro here, to
This is a chip in.
take this. Yeah, it'll be from 12 yards away and uncontested. So this is not an easy one.
Who knows? Lucky guess here from Brownwell.
Carneiro shoots right, and it's a goal for the CSD Spartans. That'll tie this game up now 14 minutes in at 1 apiece. CSD able to convert from the spot there. Carneiro sending the goalkeeper the wrong way. And tie game on our hands.
I don't think I've seen maybe one all season, one PK be saved. Those are, I imagine, very rare.
Yeah, PK saves are incredibly rare. With, I believe, now don't quote me on this statistic, but around 85% of penalty kicks going in top flight pro leagues across the
Yeah.
world. As now Pine Lake kicks off and sends it long towards Miller. Supporter section for Pine Lake not happy with the challenge put on Miller, as it was kind of an elbow to the face, but ref sees no foul play in it. It'll be Heiss now to throw in and restart play. Heiss
So
sending throwing long. Carneiro to win the header.
30 yards, and Foxtran will win again.
Avgian to Nixdorf.
Nixdorf controls.
Nixdorf finding Miller wide.
Miller to the right.
Miller to
Cross
cross.
back. Oh,
And it's-
no one there. Ramanada a bit too far to field that one.
Yeah, very well defended there by CSD to just focus on getting that ball out of the danger area and going from
Well
there.
played by Stahlschmidt to flip his hips and collect that ball. And he'll send it
Yeah.
down to CSD's goalie.
Nixdorf seems to have taken a knock of some sort, as he's crouching now. And the ref is going to stop play for a second to just attend to the downed player.
Just a little bit of a limp on his right foot there.
Yeah, I think it's just a little stinger.
He'll walk it off.
As it'll now be
Nixdorf has been someone who hasn't been plagued with injuries, luckily, through his high school career. I don't think he's had more than a game sat out due to injuries, so he's quite all right.
it's going to be a drop ball now, as the play was stopped for an injury or apparent injury. Ref now conversating with the head coach of the Pride, Paul Ebenhoe. We are going to resume play now. Spartans will have the ball.
I wonder if we'll see Colby Plattner today. Because he's fully suited up without his boot today, walking around looking fine. I wonder if he's eligible or if they're just keeping him out maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine with this being his first game back, they're not going to want to give him too much early playing time, and maybe as the game slows down with people getting fatigued, he'll see his way into the game.
Yeah.
But he's a player that can make a big impact, so I'm sure the Pride want to get him out on the field if it is possible. Spartans now slowing down as they get possession, but Ramanada making a good interception, but to no avail as Schrader now picks up the ball for the Spartans, who will walk it forwards. Now sent long. Header won by Stahlschmidt.
Stahlschmidt playing well so far today.
Yeah, having a really good match. As now Carneiro will pick up the ball in the midfield. He's going to be patient on it.
Slow it down.
Looking for Schrader.
Look to
with
cut
a
inside.
Great movement there through the midfield to create some passing lanes for the Spartans. Ball
That'll
played
be a
into the box. and
shot
it'll be-
right into the arms of Brownwell.
Yeah, no real challenge for the goalkeeper there, as the ball
Nope.
just floated nicely into his arms.
Fair caught that one.
Yeah. Ball flicked on now by Ramanada, but CSD with 4 defenders against 1 Pine Lake attacker will win that and send it back to the Pine Lake defense.
Heist to Bozy. Be won again by CSD.
Yeah, both teams opting to skip possessing the ball and just immediately send it long,
Finnan
even with
with
the
a
game
nice
tied
header.
up here. Carnero with a long strike. And
That
it's
one had some heat on it. It's
had
going
heat
pretty
on it.
quick.
Bounce took a little bit off of it, luckily, and it was
Yep.
eaten up by Brownwell, the Pine Lake goalkeeper.
Brownwell passed up to Garrett.
Garrett, long towards Miller.
Miller
Ball
can't
is
track
just
that one down.
Going to skate out of bounds, and it's going to be a CSD goal kick.
As someone who doesn't watch as much soccer as you, that's something that's always impressed me, how quickly the ball can progress down the field. Because it went from the goalie's hand to the opposite goalie's hand within a matter of 5 seconds.
Yeah, and as you get to higher levels and higher leagues, it could be the goalkeeper hits it into the other goalkeeper's hands.
Yeah.
It's it may be a 120-yard pitch, but the ball travels it very quickly. Pine Lake now with a goal kick in the neutral third of the field. And it's going to be an illegal throw in there for Pine Lake, so CSD is going to take over the ball. Pine Lake drum line
Drum
now
line.
beginning.
Got all the accessories out today.
And Nixdorf applying a little bit of pressure and causing some commotion in the CSD back line, but ball
Look at
is
that school
cleared
spirit. You
off
ever
and
heard
out of
drum
bounds.
line at a soccer game?
I haven't, so it's great to see.
Refs let Ramanada and the CSD defender play down there as a little bit of shoving occurred.
Yeah, you know, it's nice to see the ref is letting him play, not being
Good
too
win by
quick to
Finnan.
call a foul. Foxtrot now turning under pressure. He'll play it through the center towards Miller.
Risky play. in
Yeah,
there to the
risky back
goalie.
pass. Goalie dealt with it very well though, as now Foxtrot has a strike and it's blocked, but Schrader feeling that one as a hard strike came off of him. Now about halfway through this first half of soccer, as Heiss is going to take his
Heist will
signature
take
long throw in.
his 15-yard run up as he's talking to the crowd right now.
Sent long by Heist into the box. Ramanada back to win it. Carnero is going to clear the lines, and Pine Lake will start and build from the back again. Heist now under pressure from the Spartans. Take a touch wide. And
It's good
well
footwork
done by
Heist.
Heist, but the pass not to go with the dribbling.
Avcine tries to play in. Foxshine wins a header. Into Avcine again.
Carnero again in
CSD
the
with the
midfield.
clear.
CSD now getting possession of the ball.
Gotta send this one long. No, they're gonna play it short to Carnero, let him control and dribble up the field.
Yeah, Carnero just walking it up the field as he puts a move on
Nice
Foxtrot.
footwork there by Carnero.
And the ball just sent a little bit too far for the running CSD attackers and be out for a Pine Lake goal kick.
Two of the stars from each team, Carnero and Foxstrand, facing off at
Yeah.
midfield there. Carnero got the best of Foxstrand this time, but sent it a bit too long.
Yeah, that's a great midfield battle that's going to develop throughout this game. It's only just beginning, so if you're tuning in at home, get ready for more of that action. CSD now picking up the ball and looking to retain possession as it's played back towards Labrador. We'll send the ball long. Stahlschmidt now winning it. Some shots for handball, but the ref is having none of it. Schrader now picking up the ball in the midfield. He'll distribute out wide.
We'll play it back and walk up the sideline. Back to Schrader.
Yeah, Schrader and Carnero have been getting on the ball a lot in this midfield, and it's been opening up opportunities for the Spartans' attack.
We'll switch sides here.
Yeah, as they shift the ball left and right over and over, you'll see the CSD, or rather the Pine Lake defense, kind of open up as they move left and right. Little channels will open up that they can eventually pass through. So now Schrader puts on a couple juggling moves around some defenders.
Over Miller's head, and Avcine will keep the pressure and force it clear, and Finnan will take that one with his head.
Yeah, Ramanada looking to control. Carnero in pursuit of him.
We'll do almost just that, and Carnero with some nice footwork.
Carnero now looking long. Finnan defends well, but he's under pressure again.
Well defended by Finnan, yeah.
Heiss now back to recover. And it'll be put out for a CSD throw-in.
Now halfway through, just a bit over halfway through our first period here. And the score is tied up 1-1 in round 3 of the state championship playoffs.
CSD now dribbling into the box. And it's poor pass decision. It's offsides for CSD. The attack kind of killed by that offsides pass, and a little bit of frustration between the lines at CSD. A couple of players screaming and shouting at each other. So now Finnan is going to send this ball long.
I'm sure it's only no provocative action there.
Just a little correction in a forceful manner, as you have to do in the heat of a game. As now Carnero applies pressure and is going to get a foul called on him as he was all over
will take an elbow to the back.
The back of Miller there.
Stallschmidt will send it long. Into Ramanado, flicks it over. No one there.
Cleared by Labrador, but CSD is not out of pressure yet. CSD taking a much more calm approach to this game.
Pine Lake's slow to get back.
Not so direct, but great defending there by Finnan to halt the CSD attack. But CSD will retain possession. Well, until I spoke, as now Avgin picks up the ball and loses it again. Avgin back on it. He'll look for Nixdorf, but the pass is cut off and will be out for a Pine Lake throw-in.
Carnero will send that one out. Now if Heiss throwing long here. I believe that's Michael. No, Michael Heiss at midfield.
That's going to be Andrew Bosey on the throw-in. Towards Nixdorf.
Nixdorf
under pressure from Carnero. CSD looking to break, but it's stopped by Finnan again.
Well done by Finnan to halt the CSD
Schrader
attack.
now in the midfield.
Only for the time being, as CSD continues to progress up the field.
CSD doing very well to connect passes here.
Looks like they'll reverse sides.
That'll be Labrador now on the ball.
Yep, they'll reverse field. Move over to the left side here.
Yeah, CSD playing a lot more of the possession game when compared to Pine Lake.
Heiss will take it.
Carnero now back on the ball. He's just going to slow down play and pass it off to Webb.
CSD playing much more methodical and slow on their offensive attack than Pine Lake so far, getting most of their opportunities off breaks. CSD has played, or I would tip my cap to Pine Lake's defense on breaks to slowing down their attack, but CSD definitely playing more methodical so far.
As now on that break comes Pine Lake.
Too far by Foxtrand. Nixdorf couldn't.
Just too far as Nixdorf went to run onto it. But I like that by CSD. I think that they saw that the quick breaks weren't phasing the Pine Lake defense, and now they're taking this slower, measured approach, and it's moving around the Pine Lake defense and forcing the Pine Lake defense to be very disciplined.
Yep.
Schrader now picking up the ball in the midfield.
Schrader
Pressure
play
on his back.
Garrett will play him all the way up from midfield.
Yeah, lots of rotation going on within Pine Lake's lines. They're a pretty free-flowing team, not
definitely
super
given
set
a little bit of leeway there with how far they can move up.
Yeah, his ball's going to play.
That'll send it way out into
long,
the crowd.
Far out of bounds. Pass just miss-hit, and it's going to be a Pine Lake throw-in. Throw ends up at Nixdorf. Nixdorf's going to play to Foxtrand. Foxtrand with pressure on him. Into Ramanada. Ramanada with 3 defenders on him. Not going to be able to escape that, and CSD's going to take over again. CSD is really controlling the game from their defensive half, or their defensive third, really, all the way through the midfield. But once they get into that attacking half, they really haven't had too many opportunities, unlike the Pride.
Stagnant. And look at Colby Plattner on the sideline warming up, so looks like he'll be checking in rather soon.
Yeah, it's a good sign if you're a fan of the Pride. But yeah, CSD with the lion's share of possession, but not so many clear-cut chances on goal, and Pine Lake with minimal possession, but all the chances on goal so far.
Yep. Heiss with the throw-in. CSD winning a header, and Bounce it back to Miller. They'll play it out wide.
Ramanato's going to put that under pressure, keeping it in bounds.
Well played by Ramanato. He'll win it back for the Pride.
Foxtrand now looking for Ramanato, but it's intercepted. And
Ground
Bosie will
ball sent by Bosie.
send it back to the CSD back line. And now Carniero looking to pick up the ball again in the midfield. He won't find it. CSD's been trying to play into the midfield and then immediately out wide a lot of this time as a great little pass from Carniero to Webb there. Ball sent long, and Finnan wins the header. Bosie now controlling. He'll send it far, but no one there to receive it. Pine Lake a walk up again. Pine Lake with a lot of spacing. You can really see a clear-cut defensive line, midfield, and forwards in this team.
Garrett will flick it forwards, but well defended by CSD.
Yeah, Ramanata now to pressure, but he's shoved off of the ball. There's now a big old Spartans banner is emerging in the student section over there on the CSD sideline. Good bit of play here for the Spartans as they'll get into the box. And the ball is going to be taken off the Spartans' feet and, well, kicked off of the Spartans, rather, by Declan Finnan, who will put it out for a Pine Lake goal kick as now number 16, Colby Plattner, will be checking into the game for the Pride.
His first action in over 2 months. He'll check in for number 4, Trevor Miller.
Yeah, Miller with a decent display so far this game, helping the Pine Lake attack up at right wing. And now Plattner coming in. It's great to see him back. You love to see players come back from injury. So let's see how he can do. This is quite the game to come back.
Yeah.
And I will say
timing.
My mistake. The referee has changed his call, the center ref correcting his line judge to make it a CSD corner kick rather than a Pine Lake goal kick. Schrader with the ball in towards Webb. Webb wins the header, but it's not on target. And it's going to be out of bounds. Now it will be a Pine Lake goal kick.
Pine Lake will dodge a little bit of a bullet there as CSD definitely did win that header. It just went off the wrong direction and bounced out harmlessly to the left side of the goal.
Yeah, Webb, number 20 for CSD, center back, getting pushed up there on the corner. And he's a very big guy, standing in at, I believe, 6'2" or so. And so that's what they're going to have to look out for when Pine Lake is to defend.
That's the kind of guy Andrew Keegler would have been taken down there.
Exactly. That's a big miss for the Pride. As now the ball is passed nicely to number 6, Lawrence Chung, who a little bit too casual on the ball. And Nixdorf unable to make anything out of it, though, as Webb applies good pressure. Foxtrot now looking to start the attack.
Still out of trouble, though, is the Pride. Moving deep in here.
Nixdorf now.
Nixdorf will take a shot.
Taking it to his left. He'll play it to Foxtrand. Foxtrand cuts inside. Bit of a scuffle around the top of the 18. CSD is going to come out with the ball. Foxtrand now pressuring. Bosie will win it back for the Pride. Bosie coming down the line. It's going to be taken off of his feet and back into CSD's possession, as they'll look to break relatively quickly. And Carnero is going to slow it down now and start the possession as Chung is played out wide.
Yeah, CSD not deviating from their approach, slowing down each offensive possession when they have the opportunity.
Yeah, you see, and for CSD now at left back, Lawrence Chung has checked into the game. Carnero to win the header to Schrader, to Chung, and a foul called.
That's a bit of a questionable call on Plattner there to see.
Yeah, a bit of a late whistle there.
Late whistle, not a questionable call. Late whistle there as the ref seemed to have thought Plattner swept out the legs of Carnero.
Yeah, just a delayed whistle, and so that's what the Pine Lake side is a little frustrated about. But I see their frustration, but it was a foul, and so ref with a good call there. As now Schrader plays to Carnero. Carnero passes off, but to no avail. CSD is playing a lot in the attacking third with their backs to goal. They get into that area, but it's always hold-up play from their strikers. And so not a real chance to turn and shoot.
Good clear there by the Pride.
Webb now to Chung. Chung lays it off for Labradorf, but it's played through Nixdorf now in, but the pass just misplayed.
Good opportunity, but a poor ball by Plattner.
Yeah, Plattner could have played Nixdorf in, and that would have been an almost certain goal. Chung now with 2 or 3 poor passes here for CSD. He's just looking to find a rhythm in this game as he's just checked in, and he'll receive the ball again. He'll make a move up the line, plays long, and it's well defended by Stallschmidt. And Spartans win the ball back. They'll look to switch the attack, but the ball is a difficult one to deal with. And Bosie will clip it out for a CSD throw-in. Ball now in the midfield. Chung will pick it up out wide. He'll pass off again. Carniero now on the ball. Surveying, looking up the field. Ball will be clipped into the box.
Oh, a good opportunity.
And a great play there by the Spartans.
Excellent ball.
Yeah, the ball floated in by Carniero. A vertical run made by one of the CSD attackers, but the volley, very difficult skill there as it's dropping. Was
Hard ball to control there, yeah.
Put a little bit over the crossbar on the first time attempt. Now 8 minutes left in this first half. And a pretty back and forth game, I will say. CSD having, again, the possession, and that stat is surely in their favor. But a little short on chances so far. As now Carniero dribbling in. He'll take it out wide left. He crosses. Schrader now on the ball. He'll go down soft in the box, and they'll the ref will say play on. There's no penalty, nothing in that. As Heiss now pressures. And a foul is called on Heiss. A little bit of a late challenge on Chung, and a little bit of a silly decision, and it'll be a CSD free kick from a wide area. Couldn't get the words out of my mouth there.
Not a great, a decent shot on goal here, but probably look to play in here.
Yeah, they're going to have the left footer, Hogan Schrader, on the ball, and he's going to whip the ball outwards away from the goal towards the awaiting heads of players such as A.J. Webb and Lucas Carniero. Ball's in now. And it is into the goal.
Into the goal.
A.J. Webb, I believe that is. Or, no, I'm not A.J. Webb, rather. But the ball was played in. Ramanada just could not clear his lines.
Nope.
And an open little tap in there for CSD, and that's going to put them up 2-1 now. So CSD making the most of that free kick. A bit of a silly challenge to win the free kick from the Pine Lake defense, but CSD makes the most of it, and that's what you need to do in a game like this.
Yep. Now in a game with a half with 7 minutes left, CSD will take a 2-1 lead over the Pride.
Yeah, perfect cross put in there by Schrader. As now Pine Lake will kick off again. Just a perfectly organized set piece, and that's going to put CSD up 2-1.
Finnan will come way up to win that one.
Now you can't help but think maybe the Pine Lake could have done a little bit better defensively on that, but now CSD attacking again. But they'll lose the ball. A late challenge put in there, but ref sees nothing in it. And Ramanada now with a foul called. This is where Pine Lake can't lose their heads. Yes, they've gone down, but they're nowhere near out of this game with now 46 minutes still left to play as 6 remain in this half. Yeah, a couple of bad tackles put in from the Pride has seen them start to lose their grip in the last couple minutes, but by no means is the game over. It's 2-1 with plenty of time left to play. As Schrader will be on
47 minutes of soccer left.
Yeah. Another long free kick put in, and it'll bounce through and away from the Pine Lake goal for a Pine Lake goal kick.
Brownwell will play it up to midfield, right into the feet of number 17.
Yeah, and awaiting CSD attacker Stallschmidt now taking it wide. He'll cut inside. A good move there.
Yeah, well done by Stallschmidt to play it up to
He'll
Garrett.
play towards Garrett. Garrett looking down the line towards Plattner. Plattner's going to pressure Webb, and Webb will just, take the safe option. The old saying, when in doubt, kick it out. And it'll be a throw-in for Pine Lake. Michael Heiss will be on that one to send it long. Nearly like a corner kick sometimes, these long throw-ins, as it just floats into the box towards awaiting Pride heads. Heist now to throw.
And do exactly that. Float it in the
It'll
box.
bounce out, but no attackers waiting. Now Schrader will clear the ball up, and it'll be out of bounds for Pine Lake throw-in around midfield. Thrown by Stahlschmidt. Header won by CSD. Avgian now on the ball. Looks to
control.
turn. Two defenders meet him.
That'll be a foul.
Big challenge put in from Stahlschmidt. And another foul called. Pine Lake just needs to walk away and not really protest this challenge. Yes, it was a foul. It was unintentional, and I don't see any need for a card. But this is starting to get a little out of hand with these fouls from Pine Lake. It'll be Schrader again on the free kick.
I can attest to the uproar in the crowd. I saw a foul there.
Yeah, it was a pretty clear foul, and good call by the ref. Ball played long towards Nixdorf, but he's not able to get there first. As now Ramanata attacks down the wing. It'll be out of bounds by the CSD defense.
CSD doing a much better job of controlling the Pride when they make their long breaks. How they got their first initial goal off of a quick break and a long pass. They've done a much better job of corralling those passes before they can get into the hands of Pride defenders.
Bosey now plays long towards Nixdorf. Nixdorf not expecting the ball. Takes a bit of a poor touch there. Is now Avgian will turn, and Heiss will pick up the ball in the back. Puts a nice little move on to evade pressure. And the ball played just a little bit wide for the awaiting feet of Ramanata.
Off of a Spartan, it'll be a Pride throw-in.
A good pick up there.
Yep.
I missed that one.
Oh, never mind. That'll be
It is gonna
Spartan
end up being
throw-in there.
Spartan throw-in.
They'll reverse the call.
Carnero now picks up the ball. Nixdorf plays out of bounds. Good tackle put in there. Now the robotics team, Spork setting up the t-shirt cannon, awaiting halftime. So now Schrader and Carnero connect in the midfield, but it'll be out of bounds again. The CSD Spartans are unable to really get off that side right now, but they're staying in possession. Throw in long. It'll be Heiss back to defend it with Finnan. Be 2-on-1. And it's going to be out for a Pine Lake goal kick now.
CSD will chase that ball out, and Pride will maintain possession. If you're the Pride here, you try and sneak a goal in the last 2.5 minutes. You play conservative and take your one goal deficit into halftime.
No, I think you kind of go for it here. You want to go in a half even. It boosts morale within the team. It makes everybody have that little bit more belief, so they have to go for it right now. And that's what they're doing. As a good header won there by Webb as Fox turned to pressure.
Miscommunication there.
Yeah.
Nobody called for that one. As Finnan will take.
Yeah, Finnan cuts back, and it'll be played off of a Spartan and out for a Pine Lake throw again. Yeah, 2 minutes now left in the half, and yeah, I see no reason for Pine Lake not to apply pressure through these last 2 minutes. Why not empty what you have left in the tank right now, and see if you can't pull one back before the half. Yeah, Spartans definitely are trying to see this one out towards the second half, as they're just kind of dumping and chasing down the field with the ball right now. Although Pine Lake will regain possession with Foxtrain connecting to Ramanata in the midfield. Carnero now winning it.
Good stop by Avcine.
Yeah, met by Avcine. Very good tackle put in there to win the ball back. Finnan now. He'll take his space.
Played slow, and Finnan will switch sides of the field to Stahlschmidt. Back to Heiss, will play it long. That's a moonshot there.
And it's just going to be up and out of bounds for a Spartan. A Spartan throwing a little impatient there.
Yeah.
From the defender Heiss.
Clock ticking down below 1 minute left in this first half.
Yeah, he could have taken a bit more of a measured approach there, but nonetheless, here we are. As now Foxtrend picks up the ball in the midfield, in towards Plattner, but it's cleared away.
They'll call a foul in the box for the Pride, I believe.
No, it's going to go the opposite way.
Opposite way, okay.
Yeah. So looks like Plattner just came in a little bit late there on Chung as he went to clear the ball away. Labradorf now to take the defensive free kick. He'll play wide towards Carniero. Fox trying to pressure. Ball played long, and it's over the head of Schrader. Is going to stay in bounds, as now Finnan will pick up the ball. 10 seconds remaining here in the half. Played long, and ping-ponged back and forth between both sides.
And that'll bring us to halftime. Yeah, as the Pride will take a 1-2 deficit. CSD will come up one against the Pride as they look to hold on to their lead in the second half. And with that, we'll bring you into a little bit of a recap going on. So if you're coaching for PLP, if you're Coach Ebenho, what's the plan going into the second half? What are you telling your team here at halftime?
You know, the team really has played well. Yes, they've been scored on twice, but both have been set pieces. It's been a penalty kick, which is almost a free goal with the way it is set up, and then a free kick. I'd make a touching note if I'm Coach Ebenho on the free kick to be a little bit more organized and a little bit more brave in the box. I think some of the Pine Lake defenders were hesitant on that second goal to really challenge the ball out of fear of being collided with, and that hurt them. But besides that, I think Ebenho should just reassure them that they're playing well, they're getting the opportunities. The only real gripe I have is maybe with their attack, just slow down a little bit and see if you can't work that ball back and forth. They haven't tried to possess yet, and so they don't know how CSD is going to respond to it.
And on the flip side, if you're coaching for CSD, what are you thinking here? Are you switching up your formation here to play more conservative, or is a 1-goal lead not enough to switch up your play style?
So I think with the way the Pride have been playing, a formation change isn't going to be likely going into the second half due to them having the lead. And obviously both coaches are going to see it more on their side. Both coaches think that they're dominating the game.
Yep.
Whether the Pride be losing or not, Ebenho's going to think that he's winning the game despite the scoreline. Now, the coach of CSD now can't get caught out. He can't think, oh, we're dominating possession. They haven't been getting that many chances except for on the break. I think a formation change around the 20-minute mark into the half could be seen with another defender dropping into the CSD back line if this result is holding. Besides that, they've played perfectly. I mean, they've moved the ball well. They've played long well. There hasn't been a whole lot that CSD hasn't done well.
Yep.
So I think a formation change may happen if 2-1 stays the scoreline, but for now I think they'll come out as the same.
That'll bring me into Pine Lake Sports Network. We're looking for help for some winter sports, and if you or anyone you know at Pine Lake would be interested in helping us do some broadcasting for the women's and men's basketball games, please let us know. See either me, Logan, or Miss Goddard. We would love to get anybody involved. If you'd like to be involved, we'd love to have you. And with that, I'll talk about some winter sports. And basketball had their second practice, I believe, today. The varsity team getting ready for their first matchup, and in I believe in 2 weeks they have their first matchup. So again, if you have anybody you know that wants to participate in doing some commentary, some camera work, any of that, please let us know, and we'd love to get anybody you know involved. And with that, that'll bring us about 7 minutes left in halftime. Okay, we'll do a 5-minute break. We'll be back with about 2 minutes left to play. And thank you for watching.
So we are back now to bring you the second half of this round 3 high school playoff matchup between the Pine Lake Pride and CSD Spartans. Both teams huddling up again, about to retake the field as the clock is ticking down towards the second half. Now in the first half, Pine Lake came out early, scoring in the first 10 minutes, and then CSD with a penalty kick and free kick goal to bring the game back into their favor, and we are heading into the second half at 2-1 to CSD's advantage. The Pine Lake student section racing. Everybody racing back to the student section to
not enough halftime.
get in position. Now everybody getting pumped up for the second half. Second half, Pine Lake is going to be attacking from right to left on your screen, and they're also going to have the kickoff as CSD started out. Now they've been off their sideline and back on the field. This is the last time this rivalry will take place this season for sure, and with some of these big names.
Yep.
So we look forward to this next 40 minutes of play at least, and extra time if needed. I wouldn't be opposed to an extra time, as Pine Lake now kick off and send the ball long towards Ramanada. He'll look to control, but he's under pressure from CSD defenders and will be out for a Pine Lake throw-in.
It's maybe a bit of a stupid question, but do they go in extra time if it's 2-1?
No, they will not go in extra time if it's 2-1. It's
Oh.
only if it's tied up. Extra time, overtime,
Yeah,
same concept.
only in ties. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, extra time is called in soccer, but in most other sports you would refer to it as overtime. So if we go into extra time, I'm not positive on the high school rules, but typically it is 2 15-minute periods, and
I believe they're different for conference and playoff matchups, but that does sound right.
So at least in the professional game, now high school rules are obviously different. It will be two 10-minute periods, but that's only if Pine Lake can tie up the score again.
Fox trying off balance, couldn't hold on there.
So a little bit of early showing from Pine Lake as they get forward there. Bosey now with a great interception, but just kind of sticks to his feet and gets flicked out of bounds. Throwing to Schrader. He'll play back. Nixdorf now with the interception, but his touch is a bit too heavy and it'll be out of bounds for a CSD throw-in. Throwing long. Header won by CSD.
Flick it back to Heiss, who will play it long. That's what we touched on at halftime. That maybe not playing those right back into the CSD defense. Maybe taking control and trying to run up the field like CSD does very methodically. But that's not really how the Pride have made their living this season. So I wouldn't expect to see much of a strategy change so far.
No, neither would I. Now, would I love to see it, and I think it may benefit the Pride? Yes, but if Coach Ebenho of the Pine Lake Pride doesn't deem that to be the favored strategy, then that's not what they're going to do. Finnan now to send the free kick long. And
CSD will win with a header. They've got numbers on the break, but they'll slow it down. Trevor
short pass there.
Trevor Miller picked that up off of a miscommunication.
Nixdorf lets it
through
run.
his legs.
Well defended there by Labrador. Ball spinning very angrily and whipping up the field off of the head of Webb there.
Fox trying with a poor pass there, intercepted by Schrader of CSD.
Yeah, Avgin and Nixdorf now pressuring, looking to lock CSD onto one side. Labrador will send it long. Header won by CSD. Stahlschmidt now on the ball, but the pass is intercepted by Carniero. Ball played in. Heist to pressure. Heist now dropping back in. Bosey, good pressure there applied to force CSD to play backwards. That's what Pine Lake really needs to force CSD to do, is to play backwards. That's how they can get them under pressure, which is where they want them, as CSD's backline has not been able to cope well with that high pressure and high intensity that Pine Lake started out the game with.
CSD will take a throw in here. They'll have to play it short, I believe. They'll go relatively short in
Short
here and
play,
then
but
bounce
it'll
out of
be
bounds, and Pine Lake will take possession.
Short throw to Finnan now, as Pine Lake will establish some possession. Brownwell now on the ball. He'll play back to Finnan. Finnan to Foxtran. Foxtran turns. He'll play to Heist.
This will look to send it long, I imagine.
Heist cutting it back in a short pass. I believe that's one of the first we've seen from him today.
Yep.
He's been Pine Lake's preferred option to send the ball long so far. Has a poor touch.
Couldn't corral
It
it.
goes wide. CSD now looking to strike quickly. Schrader serves the ball into the box, but the header is won by Bosey and turned out of danger.
Garrett will pick it up and keep it in bounds as the Pride look to move up the field.
Garrett picks it up under no pressure and now starting to make a run up the sideline. He'll take on one, now two, and it's going to be quickly won back by Carniero, who will look to play and switch the field, but that one looks to go a little bit far. It's going to allow CSD
on that one
to possess again. Nixdorf now looking to pressure. CSD's moving the ball very, very well so far. This second half, they've been picking out passes left and right.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the weakness of this Pine Lake defense, you could say, so far. Throw in towards CSD. Ball played a bit long. It's just going to trickle out for a goal kick. No real pressure there on Heist as he just watches the ball roll out of bounds. You know, another thing I would like to see from the Pride is maybe throw a couple more attackers high. As you can spot now, at midfield they have Nixdorf up against 4 defenders. Now, yes, Nixdorf is an all-state player and a very good player in his own right, but
there's not many that can take on 4 defenders all by themselves.
There's yeah, that's how I wanted to put it. Short story long. He's not going to take on 4 defenders and win that battle too often. Now CSD getting a good attack down the far side of the field. Cross put in, well defended by Finnan. He looks to Foxtran. Foxtran long
clear
towards Nixdorf. Nixdorf with 2 defenders on him. Header won by Labradorf, but he's still under pressure. Nixdorf chases, and it's turned out of pressure now by CSD, who looks to
Nobody else
counterattack.
from the Pride moved up there, and Nixdorf looked back in frustration to see no teammates coming to help him on the attack there.
Yeah, it's really been Nixdorf and occasionally Ramanata against now what looks to be nearly a 5-man back line with Carniero or Schrader opting to sit in at that center defensive mid position.
Good interception
Ball won
there
back by Avjian.
He'll turn it around.
Foxtran now picking up the ball in midfield.
Play to Garrett. He'll play all the way to the right to Heist.
Heist, I imagine, will play long, and he does.
Yep.
It's
And it'll be intercepted by CSD.
One. Yeah, I'm really not loving the decision to play long there by Heist almost every time. Now Carniero picks up the ball for the Pride, or the Spartans rather, and he'll play back to his goalkeeper. And they'll look to start again. Nixdorf now pressuring.
They'll play along up to midfield, and it'll be won by Finnan. They'll
Finnan.
turn around and pass back to Michael Heist.
Finnan's been very, very good in defense today for the Pride.
Do it again. He'll play long again up to Ramanata, and that one will roll right into the Spartans' feet, and they'll take the ball out for a throw-in.
Ramanata now pressuring Labradorf. Nice little slip pass played there. Ramanata not giving up yet. Avjian with a half-hearted tackle put in there. Now CSD on the break. They'll play long. It's in, and Brownwell will gather up that ball easily under no real threat.
Brownwell will take his time here, not rush anything. Hopefully play short, but he'll
Long
Kick
opted.
it long. Yep.
Garrett flicks on towards Nixdorf. Plays towards Ramanada. Ramanada wins it back. He's swarmed by defenders, and
Yeah, and
CSD will eventually win the ball
Pine
back.
Lake attack. Nobody else came up there to help Ramanada besides Miller, who was on the left side of the field.
Yeah, they've been rather disconnected from the midfield towards the forwards. The defense and midfield for Pine Lake have been very connected, but then there's a big gap between the midfield and the forwards, and that's made it hard for Pine Lake to play the way they want to play, which is direct. And if you want to play direct, you need to have a good connection there, getting more numbers forward and locking the ball into the attacking zone if you're not winning it outright.
CSD will throw in short here.
Yeah, Foxtrot now making a really good move. And Nixdorf now, under pressure, will not be able to win the ball. CSD looked to counterattack,
CSD
but they're
4-on-3 here.
man down. Ball
Pine
bounced
Lake with
wide.
numbers still.
Cut inside. Cross attempted, but Foxtrot to defend. Boise now under pressure again. Be out for a Pine Lake throw-in. Ten minutes have now run off the clock in the second half, and a bit of a stalemate, you could say, so far.
Yep.
No clear opportunities yet this half, but I've got a feeling they're coming. Throw-in, flicked on. Carniero will pick it up in the midfield, under pressure from Ramanada. Garrett picks it up
Ball
to
got
Ramanada.
stuck under his feet there.
Ramanada looking for Nixdorf. A bit too
Doesn't
long
have
towards
him.
Webb. Pine Lake with a good little break there, just a missed pass, but now Ramanada pressuring.
And that'll go Pine Lake's way.
Pine Lake's way, a little bit of spotty defending there from CSD after regaining possession.
And Coach Ebenhill on the sidelines will wave some of his offensive players up to try and get some more pressure on CSD,
Yeah.
something they haven't done this half yet. And the ball will roll into goal harmlessly as CSD will retain possession.
Yeah, ball just played a little bit too far there for Ramanada, who's not the most, not the best in the height category, you
No.
could say.
No.
So he
Much
struggled
like me,
when
he's
ahead.
vertically challenged.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. As now CSD look to break again. It'll be 4-on-4 as they look up the field. Garrett out of control now, but forcing them to recycle the ball, play it long again. Now Brownwell, who is a little hesitant to come off his line there, will pick the ball up again. The Pride will regain possession as he looks to send it long towards Nixdorf.
I would just love to see one possession where they don't send it long.
Big challenge put in there, and a bit of an uproar from the crowd, but Foxtrot quick back to his feet. Yeah, I do agree with that, Connor. I would like to see the Pride try and just slow down the game and possess once. It's not like CSD is applying heavy pressure. Schrader now slipped in by Carniero. He flicks it on, but no one there, and Brownwell again will gather the ball up. I imagine Brownwell will look to play long here.
He'll do just that.
Yeah, he gets his team up the field and sends it long again.
And it'll be one
Ramanada
by
winning it.
Ramanada into
Played through towards
Foxtrot,
Nixdorf.
that'll be
Handball
offsides.
called on Foxtrot. And that's it's going to go CSD's way. I do have to agree with that. The ball was handled by Foxtrot's hand, whether he meant to do it or not. Nixdorf looks to be maybe slipped through there. It was going to be a foot race between him and Webb to get to that ball, but we won't get to see it as the handball was called. Carniero now on the free kick. He'll decide to play short and up the center, but it's quickly won back by the Pride. Abji will now play to Ramanada. He'll play into
Carniero.
Foxtrot.
That was a slow ball. It'll be picked off quite easily by Carniero.
Yeah, Carniero read that like the Sunday paper. But again, Pine Lake looking to play forward to no attackers. Now, I like to say I'm well versed in the game of soccer, but maybe I'm not seeing what Pine Lake is seeing as they keep playing the ball forward to no one. Option is to play short, and Brownwell will take that. Finnan now dribbling up slowly. He'll play to Heiss. Heiss dribbles wide. Passes. Stallschmidt now, retaining the ball in the midfield. Into Avjian. Avjian with a great run. He'll slip Nixdorf through, and Webb is there to kill the attack. I believe a foul is going to be called on Avjian. Advantage was played there by the referee. Good spot for a free kick for Nixdorf to serve this in. That was really good from Pine Lake.
Yeah.
They started out building from the back and then opened it up with a little bit of dribbling. They didn't get the ball caught on their feet for too long while dribbling, and it really opened up good opportunities for Nixdorf to get slipped in there. Pass just couldn't quite find his mark. As Nixdorf serves the ball into the back post a bit too far. Ramananda is going to pursue it and try and keep it in bounds.
And he will do that. That'll be kicked by CSD out by hit Finnan's thigh, and
a bit of a battle there in the corner.
CSD not out of trouble yet. As the Pride retain possession here. Avcian's got it in the corner. He'll keep it in. He'll let out for a CSD goal kick. So the best possession of the half for the Pride here comes to a halt.
Yeah, the only real opportunity for either side so far, as we're now just about 15 minutes into the second half. CSD now building out of the back again. Poor pass played. It's going to be picked off by Foxtran. Foxtran taking on two defenders, shoots, it's deflected, and will roll to the goalkeeper, who's able to pick it up and keep it in bounds.
Maybe a bit of a frustration shot there.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't.
A shot on goal is a shot on goal. You got to take him. So.
Yeah, you know.
I could see that both ways.
Yes, there's two defenders in the way, but there's always the odd chance it flicks off of them into a corner. The goalkeeper can't get there, or it's a clean shot. You never know when it may end up going through, and instead of looking like the guy who shot into two defenders, you're the hero. So not a bad decision there. Foxtran is now. Posey takes the throw.
Nixdorf will flick it over to no one.
Yeah, lots of slipped balls played to no one today for the Pine Lake attack. I think they keep thinking they have forwards ahead of the final forward and just keep playing it and playing it and playing it. Pine Lake trying to lock CSD out on the far sideline. And they'll win it back. Stallschmidt now looks for Finnan. Or Miller, rather. They're going to pressure again. CSD forced to play long.
Send that one long to Heiss.
Heiss controls it well. His options back. Finnan now with pressure coming from his right.
It'll play up the middle
into Garrett.
To Garrett.
Garrett looks long towards Miller. Great ball played in there. Now Miller, one defender in pursuit. He's got it in the corner. He's going to be taken down. And it's going to be a throw-in.
Probably throw-in, or rather a corner kick when you've got somebody with the arm strength of Michael Heiss.
Yeah, Michael Heiss able to hurl the ball, as we've seen many times before, into the center of the box. So
he'll likely take that ball, run to the baseball field, jump the fence, and then throw it in.
Yeah, he is one to take quite a run-up for his long throw. Pine Lake now getting a lot of numbers forward, which is what I like to see here. Runners coming in. Headers up. Goalkeeper challenges.
Well
goalkeeper does very well to collect
Used
the ball.
His arms, luckily. And if he didn't have those, would have been a fair ball there.
Yeah, and that's always the advantage he's going to have. But well done there by the goalkeeper, but a great opportunity. Foul called. Pine Lake obviously upset about the call. And Ramananda talking after the foul and getting yellow cards, so he'll be forced to step off the field. Pine Lake have been losing their heads a lot after these fouls, and it's not going to help them. Ramananda not the man who committed the foul, but receives the yellow card as he must have said something to the ref that the ref didn't like, because it was a pretty quick reaction for him to pull out the yellow card. It's just silly things like this that you don't need right now if you're the Pride.
Plattner will check in for Ramananda.
It'll be Webb and Carnero over the ball here. The ref will restart play here. Carnero plays short to Labradorf. Nixdorf cuts off a side. Nixdorf's he's had the pressing technique down.
CSD will take control, dribble up the middle here, and Foxtran will reel that one in.
CSD escaping a
great pass
cluster
there.
Yeah, cluster of Pride defenders. They escaped with a very nice pass. Spartans now attacking. It'll be won back by the Pride, but immediately turned over again. Nixdorf staying high with 2 Spartan defenders back. Bosey now wins a header.
Well won by Bosey.
Plattner under pressure here. He's just going to turn the ball upfield and it'll be back to the feet of Carniero. Great move put there to
Bosey, he got his energy used against him there. Carniero just puts his back to him.
Too much concentration was put into the move and not the pass there, as the pass was just flicked out of bounds.
And a few seconds after he came out, Ramanado will check back in to take Colby Plattner back out of the game.
Throw in taken by Bosey, flicked on by Ramanada. He'll win it again. Finnan now picking up the ball in the back towards Bosey. Bosey under pressure.
I like to get the ball out of their own sideline here. Yeah, they'll reverse field, go back to the middle.
CSD did a good job to lock him onto that sideline. There's a good pass is found there by Michael Heiss. Avgian now starting the attack, but the pass is jumped by Labadorf.
Good
really
defensive
good
play
read.
there. Here.
Yeah, very good defensive play there from Labadorf. Finnan now making another good play at the other end.
Finnan will take it up himself, look to dribble it up the field.
Yeah, a lot of great defending on slipped balls and through balls today.
Good ball by Finnan, but Garrett can't reel it in.
Just unable to get there.
Nixdorf will keep the pressure up. Then Bosey will look to come up here and take it, and then Avsi in middle of the field, he's got control. He'll look to slip it up here. Now he'll go back to Heiss, and this is what we've wanted to see all half, a slowed down possession for the Pride. Finnan will take, go back to Heiss. Play up to Garrett. Loses control for a second, but he's got it back, and Bosey down the sideline keeps it in. The ball will be called out there on the sidelines as Bosey tried to keep it in, but the ref calls it out, and CSD will take possession.
The instant replay up here looks to have a little bit of a different view. We might need to go to VAR there to see if that ball was out of bounds. Yeah, I don't think that ball fully crossed over the touchline, but the ref saw it how he did, and so Pine Lake's going to have to move on. And that one is surely out of bounds there. This is played long by Carniero. Bosey now playing quick. And the clock's now ticked down 20 minutes. We are halfway through the second half. Scoreline remaining 2-1. Another long ball played. Throw in taken by CSD. Looking to settle the ball down as Schrader heads it forwards.
Well played by Finnan.
Finnan, well done. Stepping up into the midfield to collect that. Pass just a bit far for Avgian, but he'll win it back well. Starting this Pine Lake counterattack. Avgian now a little stuck and smart to play out.
Yeah, well played there to slow it down, and good defensive play for CSD to win the ball back there.
Steve cut back, and ball's going to be played to Schrader with the pressure on his back from Ramanada. Ramanada's got to be careful here. He's on a yellow card, so he can't be getting too rash with his challenges. CSD's been finding players in good spaces all night and really able to stretch the field as now they attack up the center. But it's won back by Bosey, who's under pressure now. And he's fouled. It's going to be Pine Lake free kick.
Bosey will get a little flustered after the foul there, and ref will give him a silent, relatively silent warning there.
Yeah, a hand gesture to just calm down a little bit, keep his head. Bosey doing well, though, to keep his head, unlike some players for the Pride have tonight. Getting a little riled up after fouls. Finnan now controls.
Finnan today has been one of the bright spots.
Yeah, he really has been. And he is most days for the Pride. It's a good one-touch pass there played by Brownwell out to Garrett. Garrett looking long. He'll cut back.
Good play into the middle of the Foxtrot.
Yeah, Foxtrot now looking for Miller.
But that one up far.
Pass won't find him.
Now Nixdorf takes a little bit of a slip.
Dribbles past one, but Carniero there again.
He's all over the field.
Yeah, Carniero's been on both sides of the ball stellar tonight. And definitely a big part in why CSD is winning this game. As he'll play the ball out of bounds as his teammate looks to be injured. So Spartans with an injury there. It'll be Pine Lake throw-in subsequently.
A little bit of deliberation here between the refs and the CSD coaching unit as play will remain to be stopped.
I see Andrew Kiekler, an injured player for the Pride. Just giving a little heads up to the ref. I'm not sure what he was telling him about. The ref seemed to understand and agree with him.
Looks like they'll be warning the CSD coaches of where they're allowed to be in their coaching boxes over there.
As the Pride will very nicely throw it back to the Spartans after their player went down. Finn into Heist.
Finn and win Carnero, or not Carnero there, but CSD will keep the pressure up.
Yeah, Stahlschmidt now into Ramanada. Ramanada under pressure will lose the ball. Bosi doing well to try and win it back, but CSD retaining possession. So that little
lost control there,
touch.
But Garrett and Ramanada failed to communicate to see who could pick that one up, and CSD wins it back off their own mistake.
Yeah, Foxtrot now pressuring Schrader. Schrader with a good ball played in, but defended well by Heiss.
Well played. They'll play it back to Finnan.
Finnan
We'll play it up to Ramanada, and Bosie will take control.
Bosie with an unintentionally great touch. Will play there. He was a little confused on where the ball ended up, but it worked out very nicely for him and the Pride.
Probably need to slow it down right here. They've been a little bit conflicted on who's got control of the ball.
Yeah, they're just trying to force it forward a little bit too much. Good play there by Bosie, and the pass will just miss Ramanada. CSD will let it out, take a little bit more time off the clock. Still plenty of time left to see some more action in this game.
Yep.
It's
things have been very stagnant this half. Both teams with not many opportunities on goal.
It's been very defensive this half, and I think as we're approaching the final 15 minutes, last quarter of an hour or so, we're going to need to see a lot more attack from the Pride to try and claw this goal back.
Nice flick in there by Nixdorf. Kick it back out.
Dropping into the midfield. Don't see a lot.
Stahlschmidt will have his pass defended well.
Schrader now under pressure from Garrett. Play a ball through. It's a great ball. CSD's going to take it around the goalkeeper, but Heiss does well to track back and defend that.
Excellent defense by Heiss there to bail out Brownwell in goal.
Yeah, Brownwell with an interesting decision, to say the least.
Finnan with 3 wins in a row and a pass from Ramanada.
And the energy is really starting to come now as both sides are going straight for the jugular really here. And the crowd is really loving it and getting into it. Foxtrot cuts back now and is going to slow up the play a little bit, but you can feel the energy building. Foxtrot puts in a heavy challenge.
Will take a knee to the head and stay down for a second.
He's going to catch him in the head there. Foxtrot's going to stay down. Schrader's going to be shown the yellow card there for the recklessness on the tackle. Schrader's going to have to step off the field for just a second there. Foxtrot, a warrior, he gets caught up now and then in his with injuries. Even in the state championship game last year, he I believe broke his nose, but continued to play through it.
There was a bit of he fractured his nose, and then during the rain delay, the state championship, he was popping Advil like a madman on the bus.
Yeah, he'll do anything to stay on the field. As he's a captain.
He put on his brother's jersey because his was covered in blood. He couldn't play in it, so he's no stranger to fighting through pain.
Played long now by Finnan into the corner.
Play that one into the
just
back
a bit
right.
too far for Bosie to get on the end of it.
So those possessions, I know there's a chance there, but you'd think just to control the ball and have it on your side of the field, you'd play that one short.
Yeah, I don't love the decision to play long there, especially the area that he played it into. If you're gonna play it long, you gotta try and put that one towards the mouth of the goal.
Yeah.
The corner is not what you want to do. Now, if you're winning the game, dump it into the corner. That's a very common strategy. but not the case for the Pride here.
And Schrader already back in this match.
Yeah, Schrader immediately.
High school, you just
Back
need
in.
to walk off the field and essentially just trot back on, and you're fine after any sort of penalty other than a red card.
Carnero playing long. It's a great ball through. Stallschmidt to defend. Brownwell comes out and clears it well. It's going to trickle out of bounds now
Davidson
for
let that one out.
a Spartan throw in. Ramanada to pressure. He'll win it back. Foul call.
Gets it onto the back as the
Finally
Pride
looked to quick.
won't take any time on this one.
Played short there by Foxtran. Good decision. He'll play into Nixdorf. Puts a move on. Play it up, but it's blocked on its way towards Ramanada.
Well cleared.
Ball cleared
that'll bounce out of
nicely.
bounds.
A little bit of a slowdown here as some substitutions come in, but we're going to be
Miller will check
back
out.
at it. Nixdorf now looking from long range, hits it,
A little
and that
bit
one's going
long
to
on
be
that one.
up through the uprights.
A good look, nevertheless.
Yeah, you can't fault them for the effort there. If you're a teammate, you don't get mad at them for an effort like that, especially in a game like this. You just tell them pick his head up and back at it again. You keep working.
I'll be played through to Schrader. Won by Garrett. He'll be
Garrett
held
now.
on by Schrader. No call
Heavy
there.
touch to Bosi. Into Foxtran. Avgin will turn. He's under pressure and he'll
Good
lose the
tackle.
ball.
CSD now press the ball up on defense. It'll be
Yeah,
held
CSD
in
with
on the
a
possession.
4-on-3 counterattack here. Does it look to make some headway with Chung up the far side of the field.
Heisel box him out like a center and let that ball roll out for a goal kick.
I believe they may have even called a foul on Chung there. So now, clock ticking down a little bit more. This is where Pine Lake is going to maybe start to get antsy. They've still got a decent amount of time with 12:30 left on the clock, but it's not all the time in the world. And
No.
the sooner they can get their goal, the better for them. Finnan now plays back to his goalkeeper. Ball played up by Brownwell into Plattner. Plattner plays back to Finnan. Play towards Stallschmidt. Stallschmidt cuts inside. Looks long towards Nixdorf. Headed away by Labradorf, but won
Won
again
back
for the
by
Pride by Garrett. Plattner now picking up the ball under pressure from Carnero. Carnero wins it back nicely for the
Carnero
Spartans.
can seem to do no wrong in today's game.
No, he is a man amongst boys today. So cut inside again, evading two defenders and slip a ball in. Heiss with a great defensive play there to win it back for the Pride. As now Brownwell will be patient with the ball at his feet. Play out to Heiss again. Heiss into Avgin. Avgin long towards Nixdorf. Was defended well by Labradorf.
Well played there. Pride get the possession
Yeah,
back and they get it up to Foxtran.
Turns and puts a move on. Still under pressure. A
No
good
foul
attack
call
here
there.
for the Pride. It's going to come wide now towards Nixdorf. Nixdorf back inside under pressure from Schrader. He's going to give the ball up to Labradorf. Now Stallschmidt picking up the ball again. Be in towards Ramanada. Ramanada loses the ball. Schrader now looking forward.
Effort seems to be low still on offense for the Pride.
Yeah.
They don't seem to have a sense of urgency yet.
Yeah, no sense of urgency really for the Pride as now we approach the final 10 minutes of this matchup. The Pride, with their season on the line here, need to get numbers forward. Need to get this goal. And
Ball play along the sideline. It'll be kept in.
ball just rolls along the touchline and will not come out of bounds. Nixdorf now pressuring Carnero. Into Schrader. Schrader's going to play up the field. Heiss
Ball
now on
played,
it.
but
Brownwell picks it up.
A risky play to come up and win it, but he'll
Brownwell,
take it.
Brownwell does well there. That's what he needed to do. Now Garrett looks long, but the pass ricochets back and out of bounds for a CSD or a Pine Lake throw-in.
Watson and Miller will check in for Ramanada and Plattner.
Or Ramanada and Heiss, rather.
Ramanada and Heiss, yeah. This is Nate Watson's first action here with 10 minutes left. They'll sub him in.
Finnan now picking up the ball, and I think that change is meant to bring a little bit more life to the attack here. As now Bosi in, but it'll be cleared away by Webb. Carnero now on the ball. He'll cut back. A nice little heel flick to Chung. Into Schrader. Schrader looking up the field. He'll slip the ball through, but Brownwell will eat that one up. Ball played wide to Stahlschmidt. Into Watson. Watson under pressure. He'll play it back.
Good pass set by Watson.
And the ball again called out of bounds.
I don't know about that one. Let me. Ivanhoe getting a little bit antsy on the sidelines, telling his players to speed it up, say he wants to see him move a little bit quicker on the field here.
Yeah, they need
Understandably so.
They need urgency.
CSD's held on here on the sideline for about 20 seconds now to their throw-in. Watson will win now.
Yeah,
using his
CSD's going to try and
sight.
run as much time as possible off this clock. Plattner battling it out. CSD slips the ball in. He's offsides, though. Shot missed anyway. But he was well offsides there before the pass is played through.
So harmlessly out of bounds, and Brownwell will control and pass it into Foxtran. Deep in his own territory, will look to dribble it up himself. And
Plattner with a poor little pass there, but fit in with a great defensive effort. Now Plattner back on the ball.
those are the mistakes you can't afford to have this late into a game.
Both teams showing a lot of life late in this game, though. As Finnan again tracks back. Finnan has really been a superstar in defense today. And now he looks to get it up the field towards Avjian. Avjian keeps it in bounds. He's under pressure from the Spartans. He'll win it back. Now looking to play long. Play long in towards Nixdorf. Labradorf defends well. Into Garrett. But the Spartans again pick up the ball. Spartans now turning. In an attacking zone. He had space to turn there, but opted to play back. Now a runner going a little bit early and staying offsides forces Schrader to hold up play. Is now Carnero back on the ball. Is he going to look for a spectacular effort is what I keep wondering every time Carnero picks up the ball.
Yeah. Heiss and Ramanada on the sidelines looking to check back in.
Yeah.
And they'll do so.
Ball
right
out of
now,
bounds
I
there.
believe.
Schrader and Carnero continuing to connect there. Really causing problems for this Pride defense. As Heiss and Ramanada are going to come back into the game, and it will be Watson and
Same two that checked in will check out, I believe.
Watson, I'm not sure. Oh, and Miller coming off the field, I believe. Avjian picking up the ball in midfield. Ramanada with a defender on his
Showed off
back.
the defender.
He'll turn out. Opens up space. He's got space. And the shot is blocked. It was a great opportunity there from the Pride, but it's not over yet. Plattner now with the ball.
Oh,
Great tackle put in. But they're still not out of danger for the Spartans. Plattner picks it up. Nixdorf now pressuring Carnero.
They can't.
He'll get there first. Heiss with it. Plays long. Webb wins the header. And this is the life that the Pride need in their attack. There's 5 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in this game. And this is where it becomes crunch time for the Pride. Ball played towards Ramanada.
Poor throw in my eyes there.
Yeah, but Ramanada does well to stay with it. Just loses his footing, and it's for a CSD throw.
That ball bounced into the awkward level where it wasn't really at his chest nor his feet. Around the knee area, those are harder to field.
That's going to be another Spartan throw in here. They're going to walk it up a little bit further. They'll play long again. but it's one back by the Pride. Avgin with options to play out. Ref kind of getting in the way there, caught up in the commotion. And it's going to be a free kick for the Pride. The Pride need to do this very quickly.
Yeah,
and Nixdorf's
time
wasting no time. Looks like they're going to start to send Finnan up the field. Finnan, the goal scorer in the second round matchup for the Pride, who won the game for them. And now Pride putting a lot of numbers forward as Heiss gets up.
Nixdorf with a good ball.
It's up, headed by Finnan, and it's out for a goal kick. So the Pride there just unable to get an effort on target. Now 4 minutes, 40 seconds remaining in the game. You know, I would have liked to see this maybe 5-10 minutes ago from the Pride, but
yeah,
the fact
that later in the effort, but they're
getting it now is good, and it's really going to make this a game as we approach the final whistle. Finnan turns out of pressure into Plattner. Schrader will try and play it up the field again, but Finnan will collect. Finnan to Heiss. Heiss will play back to Brownwell. Brownwell playing long. And a heavy challenge put on Schrader. I think it looked like there was more malice in it than intended by Plattner, but nonetheless a foul. The ref is going to display a cautionary yellow card. So Plattner will have to step off the field briefly. And Miller is going to come in to replace the cautioned Plattner. It's going to be Schrader over the ball, the man who was fouled to earn the free kick. And I imagine he's just going to play this one long into the box as CSD is leaving many defenders back. Oh, but it slipped through. Avgin picks it up.
Ball can't be played well through there.
Yeah, ball just unable to be connected as now Heiss looking long towards Bosi. Bosi just not able to get up and win that header. And now Carniero wins it back. Spartans give the ball back to the Pride again. That's not what you want to do if you're the Spartans right now. And ball played long towards Nixdorf. Nixdorf has the pace to get there. Headed by Webb. And Webb puts it back up the field. Garrett now with it. Into Ramanada.
You need to take a shot here.
And a poor pass.
Back to Foxtran.
Yeah, Ramanada giving it away. CSD under pressure on their sideline.
Well controlled by number 10.
Yeah, great job to get out of the clutches of three defenders.
You need to start taking shots here if you're the Pride, and he'll do.
Avgin launches it long, but it's not very close, and it's going to be out of bounds with 3 minutes left to play here. Garrett a little slow to get up on the play, but I imagine he's going to stay in the game and shrug that one off. And they're going to have Webb take the goal kick, and I imagine blast this one as long as it'll go.
Finnan might need to take a step back here to field this one.
Just that, and Finnan wins it nicely. Under pressure. Bosi now taken down. It's going to be a foul. Griffin Nixdorf will be
kick here.
Over the free kick.
What do you think? He's going in for a pass, or he's going to try to knock it in?
I think you have to put it into an area where the bounce may put it on target, but you're aiming for a head of one of your players here. And it'll be just that, but the header just not on target there.
Here, right? No, that was off of
it'll be
Pine Lake head there.
Avgin unable to get that header on target. It'll be out of bounds for a CSD goal kick now. 2 minutes left in the contest. Played long.
Under 2 minutes now remaining in the contest.
Now Finnan collects the ball. He'll play it to Brownwell. Brownwell sends it long towards Miller. Miller heads it forwards towards Bosi, and it'll be just out of bounds. Spartans now with a throw-in with 1.5 minutes left in the game. 1.5 minutes left for the Spartans to try and hold on to this this third round playoff game. As now Brownwell plays it towards Finnan, who's under pressure.
Risky pass there.
Really stitching up
poor choice.
his defender there. Brownwell now clears it up towards Ramanada. Ball won back by Carniero.
Pride needs to get out of CSD territory, or
I need to
their
get
own
the ball
territory and
back.
do it quickly.
They're going to try and hold the ball in the corner. Heist to pressure. Nixdorf now winning it back. He'll play long. Ball's cut off by the Spartan defenders. Now 1 minute left. Nixdorf to Foxtran. Foxtran plays up towards Miller, and Miller's touch takes it out of bounds. It's going to be a Spartan throw, and they're going to take as much time as they can here. Carnero tossing it long. Now 30 seconds remaining. Can the Pride muster up something in these last 30 seconds? Foul called in favor of the Pride. And the clock is going to stop with 20 left. And the yellow card is going to be shown.
Brownwell will come out of goal.
Brownwell's going to make his way up the field in a last-ditch effort as Finnan's going to send this one long.
Pine Lake's hopes right now half relying on the leg of Declan Finnan to get the ball all the way, about a 60-yard kick here.
Yeah, this is going to be a long one. And honestly, I don't think it's a bad option to maybe go to a middleman. Maybe drop in Michael Heiss around midfield and give him the option to play it up after. You have the time. Maybe play Heiss.
Doesn't look like that's what they're going to do.
No, I think they're going to try and have Finnan smash this up the field, but that's a long ball to play in for Finnan. This is going to be the last chance, though, for either side. Ball is played long. A great kick there, and it's going to be sent back up by Heiss in towards Foxtran. Foxtran to pressure.
No, let it out.
It's going to be out of bounds now. Ball played in. Kicked out.
And that'll be
and
the
at
game.
the final second, it's cleared out of bounds. And CSD, the Spartans are going to be your winners here, and they're going to move on from the third round, defeating Pine Lake 2-1. So a big win here for the Spartans. The Pride all down, and some CSD players going to pick them up. Good bit of sportsmanship shown there with the few CSD players that are, talking to the Pride that are laying on the ground. A tough way to end the season there for the Pride, but a big win for CSD and earned nonetheless. So with that, I think we're gonna wrap up the broadcast here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of our listeners.
Thank you all very much.
I'm Logan Molina.
I'm Connor Detterville. Have a good night.